that bourbon?
It is excellent.
Yeah?
Yes.
Cool. That's a little Four Roses.
Oh, I love I had that last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, a buddy of mine who's a bourbon guy recommended it. I'd never had it before.
They recommended that at Costco. I was there last weekend, and that's the one night they had me pick.
They sell bourbon at Costco?
Yeah, right outside the door.
I never even look. I swear, man. I don't know if it's like my age or like I did too many illegal substances when I was young or something, and my short-term memory's losing it. But like I find myself somewhat oblivious sometimes.
Yeah, well,
You ever have that?
I'm always at Costco, and so I have to make the liquor run while I'm at Costco, right?
So you got to buy in bulk is what you're saying. So you're saying you have a problem, and you're just not ready to own up to it yet? Is that what it is?
I have a lot of friends. So we'll just say
have
that.
a lot. Yeah, I'll bet if you're buying liquor at Costco, I'm sure you got a lot of friends. Hey, I'll be your friend.
Right?
Absolutely. Cheers again.
Cheers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Big B Mortgage Podcast. Today, I've actually got a very special guest because it's a guest I've been trying to get for over a year. And she wouldn't do it. Said she couldn't do it.
Right.
I'm not totally buying that shit. But finally, cornered her at a Christmas party recently. And her loan partner was like, yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah.
And here she is.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kristin Clardy.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Yeah, cue the applause.
Right?
I don't have a loop for that. I'm sorry. No, but
you
dude,
gotta
welcome.
Get one. Thank
welcome
you.
to the podcast. Welcome to my home.
Finally, right?
I know, yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I feel bad. I feel terrible.
You should.
I know.
You should have massive amounts of guilt.
Right.
And bring me liquor from Costco.
I will.
So how you been?
I've been
girl?
Good. I've been really good.
What's going on?
Yeah,
What's happening in life?
It's busy. Mm-hmm. I'm blessed, and I'm surprised how busy it is this time of year.
So smooth.
I know, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's crazy busy. Even right now, right?
Yes. Yeah. Talking with some realtors out there, they've got, one of the realtors I was talking to yesterday, she says, I have 7 listings. I've got multiple offers coming in.
Yep.
And it's December.
Yep.
She says, what's happening?
It's the get it while you can get it.
It's the low interest rates, and it's everyone talking about Austin, Texas, and
it's great to a point. Like I love the business that's being done. Right. I love the fact that there's so many loans out there right now. Even if you're not the greatest LO, you can still be successful.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But traffic.
Oh, I know.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I agree.
And you got like that awesome little is that an M3 or an M5?
Nope, it's the 3.
You got the 3?
Yeah. I went from a 5 to a 3.
Why would you go smaller?
It was a little sportier, and now I regret it. I like the 5 better.
Yeah.
The M5 was smoother. It was better, traveling to Houston and Dallas and these road trips.
Didn't it like I don't even know if it was so much more a space difference, but isn't it just there a ride difference on the 5 since it's their business class?
Yeah,
or something
it's
like that?
much smoother. This M3, it's got the race package on it, and it's really stiff to drive. So
even the M5 was smooth?
It was to me.
Really?
It was. Yeah, it was heavy though. I tried to take that around Coda just on their little parade lap. Man, that's a heavy car.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's right, because you're out there all the time.
Yeah.
Girl, we got so much to unwrap about
I'll be out
you.
there this weekend. Yeah.
Dude. Okay. So, all right. So what I always like to do is kind of just start off a little bit about how you got into it. You've been in the industry now how long?
17 years.
Dear God.
Yeah.
It's as long as me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How come you aged better? What the hell?
Fine wine.
Is that what it is?
I guess.
Dude. I feel like I'm like food stamps right now. I'm like... You're fine wine. I'm like food stamps. That's crazy.
I don't know. So I don't feel like it, but yeah, it's been.
You're a classy Pinot Noir, and I'm like Pabst Blue Ribbon over here.
Oh yeah, no.
So 17 years.
I started out in quality control auditing, believe it or not.
Ooh, you were the one nobody liked.
I was the one flipping pages, checking boxes off. And that's, it was right before the crash.
Yeah.
And I was seeing all of these.
Oh, so it was like relaxed.
These 80-20 combo deals with 500 credit scores with $1.20 in the bank. And I'm sitting here and I'm new to the industry going, wait.
This makes sense.
How does this work? Yeah. Yeah. So
I didn't know you could work at Best Buy and make $18,000 a month.
you can. Yeah. It says so right here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I did that
So
for a
quality
few years.
control.
Yeah. Learn the business from the inside out. And I'm
Yeah.
very, very thankful for that opportunity. And so that was good. And then I learned how to recruit from John Glenn. And I
The
worked,
legend.
The legend. Yeah. Yeah. John was great. Worked for him at Alathus.
Yeah.
And we did that, had that good run for several years until, you know what happened after the crash.
Jeez, yeah. I was right.
That was tough.
Wasn't it?
Man, that sucked.
Like you go from it's like, oh yeah, we're making so much and oh, it's great and this should never run out. And then all of a sudden it's like you wake up one day and it's like, okay.
The only saving grace for me was that I wasn't originating at that time. So,
okay.
I didn't really feel the heyday. I saw it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be a part of it, but I was just so new at that point. I wasn't originating.
You got to get in on the new heyday.
I did.
Early.
I did, yeah.
Because I remember, I think when you and I met, when you were still working with John.
Yeah.
I was working with Squires.
Yep.
And we ran into each other at a convention or something like that.
Every convention.
Yeah.
We would run
Well, I remember
into,
the one convention because you guys were with Gold.
Right.
Right.
It was a Dallas convention, I think. I don't know, like a mortgage mastermind or something that. Were you with Lodi? No.
No,
I
I remember it was here in Austin. Because I was living in like San Antonio or some shit, and he made me come up for the convention, and I was like, why? And he was like, well, there's gonna be people, and you're a recruiter now, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I came up, and that's when I met you guys in like the parking lot, not the parking lot, it was in the lobby, and it was, and I had been gone from Gold like a few months. And of course, I'm not going to go into the story of that.
Right. No,
yeah.
we won't.
Yeah, that's when we met. And then I remember it was like a flash forward. You were with all of a sudden security and just setting the world on fire.
Yeah.
Recruiting wise.
That was a awesome gig.
Dude.
And, I used to hate being called a recruiter because it had gotten such a slimy feel to it. So I was like, yeah.
Sometimes.
Right?
Sometimes. Not often. I'm sorry.
But I always tried to do it in a way that wasn't slimy. I didn't want to be one of those people.
Yeah.
So I would try to come up with any other name besides recruiter so that people wouldn't run away from me. Right?
Talent acquisition.
Right? We all got creative for a while.
Yes, we did. Branch administrative.
I was willing to
research,
take
whatever.
Janitor over
Dude,
recruiter. That's how bad it got.
VP of Growth Initiatives or something like that. I was actually a vice president making like no money at one point. I was making like $0. I was a VP though.
Yeah.
They called me up and they're like, well, good news and bad news. I'm like, what? He's like, we're making you a vice president. And I'm like, shit, what's the bad news? We're not giving you any kind of a pay raise.
Yeah.
It's like, gee, thanks, dude. Okay.
I had that VP title once.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't even buy Starbucks with that VP title.
No. Who
But-
was? Well, never mind.
But going back to it, though, and this is one of the things, like, I think where you and I were, not that there's not others, but you were always the one that I would come across that it was like, shit. Like I got to compete against this one because I was very much about relationship development, and so were you.
Yeah. Well, I still am. I believe in that.
Well, you have
Right.
to be, right? Like even if you're originating,
Yeah.
right? You got to be. It's building relationship.
That's
versus
all it is now. I mean, I keep
pitch.
saying recently that the recruiting evolution has gone in like 3 phases.
Yeah.
When I first started in the industry, and if you had a pulse, you could get hired, right? And and you were kind of up for grabs.
Yeah.
Well, then the crash happened, and companies started writing checks. Right? I never wrote checks to buy people. Now, everyone's moved. Everyone's pretty settled. I mean, there's a little more movement going on right now. But if you don't have a good relationship, it's about trust. And, people really want to work with people that they like and they trust. And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Ultimately, that's it. And then as long as your company checks off the 4 Ps, you're good.
Yeah.
Like you should be fine.
Right.
But I remember, and I think like I ended up learning about developing the relationships only because I was so shitty at it for so long. I mean, I'll just be honest with you. Like, I was that guy. I would show up and throw up. Like, I was your stereo. And not that I'd been in sales for years, but there was something about when it was like recruiting, like initially.
Right.
Oh my God, I was terrible. But I could still get people on the phone because, I was relentless.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, early on, people would talk to you.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That's right. Well,
you could be like, hey, I'm a recruiter from XYZ, and it's like, I'm looking to build out the market in your area. Oh, okay. Well, what do y'all got?
Yeah, what do you have to say? How are your rates? What are you going to pay me?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody
What's your
would
comp
listen.
like? Yeah. Oh, how are your turn times? Then it just gradually got to where more and more people were recruiting, like kind of officially.
Yeah.
And now it's forget it.
Well, I remember years ago being one of the first to kind of have these dialers. And they would set my appointments for me. And I thought I was brilliant, right? Like I knew a realtor that was doing it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. So now today, I have so many people calling me from the Philippines or wherever to ask me to set appointments. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, this is so stale. We're not doing it this way.
We're not doing this no more. Remember when LinkedIn was viable? Mm-hmm. And it still is. Don't get me wrong. It's just you've really got to be like where I could send a script out before. Now I've really got to be focused on having a conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just I think it's finally like that's the evolution of it.
I agree. I mean, everybody's being recruited. And so you've got to come up with a different way and be genuine in how you approach it.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember one time, for a little while, I would actually do this. Like, hey, guys, this is Bob. Like I would call somebody and be like, hi, I'm Bob Shaw with so-and-so. Look, I know I'm like number 47 for the day. So just, can I have my 30 seconds and then you can hang up on me like that?
Yeah, right. Because you knew everybody's sick of it.
And so every so often I get a chuckle out of that and conversation.
Yeah.
So.
Well, do you remember the days when you could not look up loan officer production and every single call you had to treat every person like they're a $10 million producer, right? And how many hours and days and courting did you waste, right? Till you can get your hand on that pay stub and figure out.
Yeah, and then be like, what? Hey, 2 million? What do you get? Like 4 bips? Like, what do you get? Like, what's going on here? Yeah. I remember you couldn't look up production. I remember when I first showed somebody how to like track people down through the NMLS.
Right.
But like not only to like find the LO, but then you could go in and find out who else is in their branch.
Yeah, we thought we were so slick.
I was like a ninja in my own mind. I was Beverly Hills Ninja. I was Chris Farley running around just chopping stuff up poorly.
Yeah, well.
But you're not really recruiting anymore, are you?
I'm recruiting a little bit.
Okay.
It is by choice now, and it is more on relationships. But I'm loving the origination side. Believe it or not, that's where my main focus is.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is this the first time you've originated, though?
No, years ago, just, a handful. This is my first time really, like, this is all I'm doing.
Right.
Before it was, if loans came my way, I'd just go ahead and do them. But, now I'm trying to crush it.
Dude. Yeah. Well, I mean, and I hear really good things. I mean, you stole Amanda from me for
I did.
Shit's sake.
I love her.
Yeah, so did I. But I tell you what, it was the best thing for her, I think.
Yeah.
She seems so much happier working with you than she did.
She's fantastic. And
and not that I was the problem, just she seems so happy working with you.
We definitely have a lot of fun, and I think we're building something that
I would have never worn matching pajamas for her. No, that you win. You win.
If you're not having fun,
she's a good lady too.
What's it worth doing? Right?
Yeah, exactly. And you got a good one. I mean, she's really good.
Yeah.
So congrats.
Well, thanks.
So how's that? So how long have you been originating officially? Because you had started doing it before you made the switch, right?
Yeah. So in April it'll be 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where are you going to end up this year? Do you mind telling us?
Well, let's see. I think I'll end up just shy of maybe. And I got to look. It's December. I should know all these numbers.
And I bet you don't have a pen on you.
I know you. No, right? I'm trying to do the math in my head.
I bet you don't have. You're a salesman. I bet you ain't even got a business card. Come on.
I do. I do have a business card.
All right.
I don't know. I think it'd probably be about 15, 16.
If you were going to guess, I mean, you could have went higher.
I
It's not
think
like
it
I'm gonna
is
check your
higher, but I don't want to
W-2.
say it. And like,
I'm not going to check it. You know, you could have said 40 and I've been like,
we're
damn,
having
go,
a
girl.
killer month this month. So this month, I think we're going to close just shy of 4. So,
What?
Yeah, in December. And last month was 3.
That's crazy.
So I guess I have done more than 16. I don't know.
I was talking to one of the guys I used to manage at the other place because I was down in McAllen this week, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, they find out you're there. And so, you know, anyway, whatever. I'm talking to him, and he was telling me, like, this little office that he and I and a couple of other, you know, because it was like 3 LOs. And in McAllen, Texas, they're targeting about a $4.8 to $4.9 million a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's busy.
Yeah.
It is busy. So
I am like, even though I told him, I was like, dude, I hate that we're on opposite sides of the field now.
Yeah.
But I'm so fucking proud of you.
It's
like,
my
dude.
goal is I want to get to 5 million consistently and then take it to 10. And there's no reason why not. I mean,
No.
you just got to keep it going and
No,
doing it.
you can just dominate this market.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Well, no, I'm licensed in 16 states, so I really have no excuse. I should be dominating everywhere.
See, I keep wanting to just give you these Uber compliments, and then you just knock them down.
I know.
It's like, how much are you gonna do? Just tell me 30 million next time.
Well, it could be.
Don't be so damn honest.
I know. Well, that's my thing, right? That's always been my thing.
That's that. You said it earlier.
It is. You got to be honest and.
Well, good for you though. But I mean, like 2 years in, switching, you know, changing gears, and still having to pull back and do some of that recruiting stuff. I mean, yeah. That's those numbers.
The
are still
nice
awesome.
thing now is that I love it. I love what I'm doing. And if I'm going to go recruit, it's not like I'm pounding the phone 100 times a day, right? I am selecting the people that I want to talk to and having some real genuine conversations with them.
That's awesome. Yeah. So how you liking it's network, right?
Yep.
Tell me about it. Like
yeah.
What made you guys choose network? Because I mean,
The
you
people.
went over the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
The people you followed, or the people that were already at network.
Well, I think it was a combination of both, right? We wanted to keep the family together, and then we really enjoyed the feel of the people when we went and talked with them.
Yeah.
And man, I'll tell you what, they just welcome us and wrapped their arms around us and made us feel.
Brought you into the fold.
They did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
So it's great. It's really great. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
So tell me now. I mean, okay, we talked about some mortgage stuff. Next year, you're probably gonna try to double what you did this year.
Well, Bobby, next year I'm going to do $50 million.
There you go.
Right?
There it is. Finally, give me something to, right? Come on, lie to me, Jerry.
I know. I hope that's not a lie. Wouldn't that be awesome?
No, it shouldn't be. Like, you should totally be able to go out and dominate that.
I can do it.
Dude,
I know.
You know some of the people I worked with?
Yes.
And if those people can be successful, by God, you should be able to trump that shit.
Amen.
So go forth and prosper.
All right.
All right, there.
Yeah.
I christen
you.
you with bourbon.
Thank you.
Yes. You know what? Podcast over. She's got work to do.
Yeah.
So what is your plan for next year? Are you wanting to do what you said, 30?
Well,
50?
yeah. No. So I want to do $5 million a month. I think by summer I'm going to hit that on a consistent basis, probably 5 to 7. You know, the way things are going, and then get to 10.
Really?
Yeah, get to 10 a month.
You know, I know a really great company that you could move to do that with. We would be willing to support you.
Right?
Oh, sorry. Wait, Judd might be listening. Never mind.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so what kind of a game plan have you laid out, or like what are some of the little things you could tell me that you're going to do, whether it's change up your marketing or
You know
is
what?
there something
It's
specific
really,
you
really
want to do?
easy. And without giving anything away, all it is meeting people, making connections, doing the thing every single day.
Oh, you
Get
mean
out
you're going
there.
to build relationships?
I do. I do. I mean it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Where did
But,
you learn that from?
Well, let's go back to those recruiting days. I'll tell you what, if I got in front of somebody, if we sat down and had a conversation, 95% of the time they came on board, right? And so it's the same thing with realtors. So I'm still recruiting. I'm not recruiting loan officers 100% of my time. I'm recruiting realtors, 99% of my time. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting in front of them and
Those checks are great too, aren't
Yeah.
That's awesome though,
Yeah.
dude. And are you are you spreading a wide net, or are you kind of just saying I want to laser focus in this one area? As far as say like your geograph.
Yeah. So right now I really am focused on my Austin business. And then I'm just picking up deals throughout those 16 states. through retargeting of old leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything like social wise? Are you gonna launch any kind of a video series or anything? Or
God, Amanda wants me to so bad.
you should.
I know we should.
You should. I mean, I'll tell you one perfect example of it, in my opinion, of she put herself out there and it started working for her was Joni.
Yeah.
You don't see Joni doing it all the time like she did in the beginning, but
Yeah.
those videos, yeah.
I preach it to everybody, and
You just don't practice.
I know. I've done a handful of them, and they get, they're well received. I even got one of those cute little bright lights that shine in your face to make you look 10 years younger, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's got like the soft light.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had one of those.
Take those wrinkles away.
It didn't work for me. It made me look worse. The camera adds 10 pounds.
Oh,
Somebody
man.
asked me how many cameras I had on me.
It's about angling, right?
That's what I didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most men don't take the time to do that. I'll sit there for 20 minutes to get the right light, right angle.
Shit. Yeah. That last post I did with the gateway hat thing,
Yeah.
it literally took me 14 seconds.
That was a cute little cowboy hat. I saw it.
I know, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They got some cool swag, dude. Like they got, they have, this one blew me away. Like when we were doing training and they were going through like the marketing suite and everything, they've got so much stuff that you wouldn't consider. Like they've got a toiletry bag.
Nice.
With
Yeah.
products in it. And it has gateway on it. I'm like, and they call it the man bag or something like that. And I'm like, okay, where, like, is just a gift? Like, I'm just kind of surprised.
Now, who are you giving those to?
Nobody yet.
Okay, because I was going to say, somebody might take that the wrong way depending on.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like,
would you like an overnight bag?
Right? Hey. I really wanted you to have some toiletries.
Right?
Yeah, I think you smell.
Right. Oh, my God.
Use this
No,
lotion.
I think,
What was it? You're looking ashy. Can you please use this lotion?
That's what my daughter says. You got to get creative.
Yeah.
Everybody likes those giveaways.
Nah, they had the little foam finger thingy, and apparently they gave those things away at like their sales rally. But they got like some really cool, just creative marketing stuff. Period. So it was unique because I gotta be honest, like I either I wasn't paying attention, but I really didn't know much about Gateway.
Yeah.
I thought I did. I knew they were around, but I didn't really know anything about them. It wasn't like Supreme that they're in your face all the time.
Well, same with Network. They're a 25-year-old company.
Yeah, but I remember Network back in the day.
Yes.
Right?
Well, I do too.
And then they brought it in, let's say.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
And now we're bringing it back out again.
Now you're ready to, they brought you guys on.
Yeah.
And I see you out there.
Right?
Growing.
Yeah.
Damn it.
We are.
That's good, though.
No, it is good. It is. It's really good. Great company, great people. I'm excited.
Well, not only that, though, you're working with that core group of homies from the other company.
That's right. Yeah,
So-
we all stuck together, and it's one
You
big
kept the
happy
band
family.
together.
We did. Yeah,
That's awesome.
We got to. Oh, my God. We all have so much longevity together, and we're like brothers and sisters. We all fight and have fun and laugh, and sometimes we want to kill them, but we all come back, and it's good.
Well, I remember the last time I was in your office, it was like I showed up for the appointment, and Judd and what was the other gentleman? Shane. Judd and Shane are like, oh, come in. And they pull me in, and they're like, hey, text Kristin that you can't make it, or you're going to be late or whatever. Because, like, I think you were texting, and
I was
just
like, where are you?
Yeah, and I'm, like, standing, like, right there.
Yeah. I felt so bad. Yeah. So I can't have my back facing the door, or Judd will, make us jump 20 feet out of our chair. I've thrown my back out because he comes in slamming the door just to scare us.
Dude.
Yeah. So we're moving over to a new office today, and I told him I'm going to put a tripwire so I can, at least a bell or something, so I can hear him sneaking up on me, or my back is not going to face that door.
You should make him wear one of those collars with a bell on it.
That's what I made him for Christmas.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like put like a little tag on it that says like whiskers or something like that. Like here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see how stealthy you are now.
Oh my gosh. No, I love everybody there, and I'm excited. 2020, man.
I know,
I
right?
can't believe it.
I'm actually looking forward to it. the thing of it is like I'm always skeptic as to how long, and I don't want to.
Well,
let me
everybody's
knock on
talking
wood.
too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. All these rates are going to have to go up sooner or later.
I'm not so much afraid of the rates going up. I can sell anything.
Mm-hmm.
People need houses. I'm not really afraid of that. What concerns me is another
Bubble.
potential. Yeah.
Yeah, but what would we be popping? I mean, honestly, outside of like what appraised value.
Yeah. We'll see.
I mean, I understand.
If we had any sort of
it would
crash,
be. I think it
right?
would be isolated markets. I don't
Right.
think it would be the global freaking meltdown of before, though.
No, I don't think it would be as bad as before. You're right.
Yeah,
Let's just keep selling and stop talking about it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Oh, I hated
I'm more
that.
worried about rates going up than I am that. I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Every time I get a tax statement for this house, I'm pissed off. But
Me too.
you know, and what
My
are you gonna do?
parents
I chose
had-
to live here.
They had a 18% mortgage and a 24% mortgage, and they're like, we wanted a house. So,
Yeah. You know, and that's the other part too. Like when the rates went up last year. Remember, it was
Yeah, I
like,
remember.
margins went down, rates went up, and everybody's freaking out because I think we were tap dancing in the 5s at one point.
Right.
I remember telling people, I was like, dude, you have no idea. My first mortgage was at 8.5%.
Mine was 8.25%.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was fine. And then I refied like a year and a half later to 6, and I thought I hit the lotto.
Right.
You know?
No, and it is, to me, what I do all day when I'm not meeting all these realtors, right?
When you're not developing
Right,
these
right.
relationships.
It's educating the consumer, and they can go back. I have them go back and look at data where rates have gone. They just pull up a chart and they go, oh, wow, gosh, these are really good rates.
Yeah.
And they're breaking my back for a quarter.
Well, but you have a whole generation who kind of came up in the 3s.
Yeah.
And then you got to try to break that cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it'll be
Yeah.
a little uncomfortable, but
It will be, but I mean, we'll all adapt.
yeah. Really, the other thing
I still
I'm
don't think it'll be
looking
as bad as '08.
No, I don't think it will.
I mean, '08 was like a catastrophe.
But what about the realtors?
What about?
Their whole entire environment's changing, right? With all the discount brokerages coming in, the traditional model, and you got Zillow coming in, Zillow Mortgage, Zillow's instant offers, and
Redfin.
If you look at Redfin's numbers, they are dominating the market. I can't say they're dominating, but I can say that they're making an impact to where the realtors are feeling it.
Well, but look how many realtors you have.
It is the amount that they have are not doing that much volume individually.
I mean, your 80-20 rule, has it ever rang more true?
Right. No, you're right.
And I'm not dogging realtors. I love all y'all, but I mean, there's a lot of realtors who are, even admittedly, like part-time. It's like, I've met so many teachers who have told me, yeah, I got my real estate license,
Right.
I kind of just, once in a while, you know what I mean?
But it's very difficult for them to make that 3%.
But do you honestly think like the guys and gals who are out there hammering it, the platinum top 50 people, do you really think that they're going to feel that impact? Because here's the thing, like I'll agree with the fact that, yeah, man, Amazon is coming. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
All of it, yeah, like techie tech. But it's still kind of like mortgage lending. There's still going to be a humanized aspect of it. I still believe that.
You're right. And so
At least for the next
agents
40
that are
years.
self-generating, right?
Right.
And they're not relying on the leads, then they're not going to feel it. The ones
Right.
that are self-generating.
Right.
The platinum top 50, as you put it, right?
Right.
I think the ones that are feeling it are the ones that depend on or used to depend on the Zillow leads and the Realtor.com leads and those kinds of things, right? Because lead business that comes in, they're shoppers.
Yeah.
And they're looking for the best deal.
Well, and even then, sometimes it's as simple as they clicked on it just so they could see the photos.
Yes.
Like, they're not even really shoppers. I mean, dude, honestly, I'm the world's worst Realtor.com window shopper.
Hey, thanks, Bobby. You just cost $125 for that lead. Yeah.
They
love that.
I am the world's worst. I don't ask for information. I know what buttons not to push.
You don't put your name and phone number and email in there.
No, but I have an account.
Yeah.
I just don't go in and say, hey, send me more info. Like, I know better.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, no. I reach out and I call a human being. And then I say, hey, I saw this house at this address and I want more info. And then, boom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I found my own damn house.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Because
But
it's all
you know what?
available on the internet. But you need
Let
a
me tell you
realtor
how-
to negotiate that deal for you.
Exactly. And
Yes.
it is absolutely true. My realtor was amazing. She was a friend. She was the wife of a guy that I worked with, Nikki Moore. She's in San Antonio now, but she's amazing.
Wow.
We came in and I told her, hey, I'd already gotten approved with the other company and stuff. And I was like, hey, I'm thinking of buying a house. These are the houses that we've seen that we like. Can you set it up to show it to us? Sure, no problem. So we looked at the houses and then we saw this one. And this was one that I had found. And it was listed for a certain price. Now, here's how bad I am. I was like, all right, we like it. We want it. Go in, give them full price. Just tell them I want some closing costs. And I don't know, we're going to close in like 20 days. Right? Like
She's like, no, that's not a good idea. Let's not do that.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'm like driving, right? And she's like, no.
Yeah, good.
No, Bobby, just slow down. I
Yeah,
did some research.
we get excited, right?
Yeah, like I'm the guy, like I needed to get back to the office to do, to make 5 more relationships.
Right.
But, so I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, let me just write you a check. Let me do this, go ahead and fill this out with her. And she's like, no. Just slow down. I was like, what? And she was like, I did some research. I think we need to come in way lower.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I was like, I don't want to piss them off and not get the house either. And she was like, no, let me handle it.
Right.
Sign here.
Wow.
Okay. So I signed and the offer that she wanted, which was considerably lower, and shit, they agreed to it.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, you got to advocate for your realtors out there now because.
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, honestly, because, and I've been in the industry.
Yeah.
I've owned other houses, but I'm always the guy who goes in and I'm like, I'll take it,
Not me.
Negotiate.
Not me. I'm the negotiator.
You're the negotiator?
Yeah, Mark is the one who says, yep, I'll pay it, full price, whatever.
Man.
Just because he gets excited.
Yes.
Right? So you got to take the emotion out of it.
No.
And this is a transaction.
Well.
Right?
Fine. I'll call you next time I'm going to buy something.
Yeah.
When I go buy my Corvette,
right.
I'll call you, not Mark.
Yes. No.
Yeah. No, Mark.
I swear I'm sure he's overpaid for probably every one of those cars. He'll kill me for saying
I'll
that.
overpay for every car I've ever bought.
Oh, my God. It is. It's an emotional experience.
Well, yeah. You get in there and you got all these bells and these buttons
especially
to push.
For guys.
Like these little levers. Yes.
My son gets in. He has to touch everything in a car. It doesn't matter what car it is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like when I bought that truck, dude, they had me in 5 minutes.
Wow.
He had, I just told him, I was like, okay, I'm going to make it real easy for you. We will write a car deal.
Oh, God.
I was like, really? I go, yeah, but I need this, this, and this. I didn't even get what I asked for.
No
and I still
problem,
wrote
Bobby.
I still wrote a car deal. And I didn't even get what I asked for.
I'm sure.
I'm telling you, I'm like for a guy who knows how to do business,
right.
I suck when I'm buying shit for myself.
You get too excited. You're like a little kid.
But if I was negotiating for you, I'd be the world's biggest asshole.
Good.
Because it's like, hey.
All right, I'll call you next time.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll play off of each other.
I like
we'll go
good
in.
Cop, bad cop.
Yeah. And then
I do like to be the good cop.
No, but then what we'll do is you be good cop, I'll be bad cop. When they go back to talk to the manager, we'll switch it.
Yep.
Yes. Oh,
Deal.
that'll be so much fun.
That would be fun.
And then we still won't buy the sumbitch.
Right?
We still won't do it. We'll eat up 2 hours.
Oh my God.
All the car guys are making notes right now. They're like, okay, watch out for Bob and Kristin.
Well, speaking of car guys, Mark and I have partnered up on our new race team.
Oh, you're a partner.
We are partners. W2W Racing.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'll be out at COTA this weekend.
I thought you just let him do that to get him out of the house.
No, he had to make me a partner for me to shut up about it, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Good for you.
But now I've got to learn all this stuff about cars. People
Yeah.
are asking me all these questions and yeah.
All right, so tell us about it. I mean, because you've told me about it, and it's the fucking coolest thing
It is
I've
pretty
heard
damn
of.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So W2W, it stands for the Will to Win Racing. It's kind of a play on wheel to wheel racing, right? And so it's an arrive and drive, gentlemen drivers, and you can rent our cars, and we'll transport them all over the country to we do WRL, SCCA, all these different different races all over the country. We pair you up with a professional race car driver. We've got a caterer. We've got a masseuse. Like it is.
What do you mean you have a
luxury.
masseuse?
Yeah, the masseuse is there.
Does it come in the package or do I got to pay extra?
It comes in the package.
Okay.
It comes in the package, right? But we want this to be a luxury experience. The people that are coming in and buying this for the weekend, they're no scrubs. Like these are real deal people that need.
They're not going to show up with a coupon.
No coupons.
No coupons.
No, but I mean, these are, so Mark explains it the best. And he says, Kristin, he used to ride bikes like Lance Armstrong, or whatever that road.
Bicycles?
Yeah, bicycles, right? And, as you get older, you don't really want to do that shit anymore.
I don't know. It's like work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's like, so now I make the car do the work. So it's an adrenaline thing that a lot of guys and gals need. And, man, it's so much fun. But where I got
live
hooked.
very vicariously through Mark's Facebook page.
Man.
I'm sorry.
I do too. And I used to get so mad at him. Why are you on Facebook all the time?
Dude.
And he's genius.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He had me I was following every move he made with that Camaro.
Oh yeah.
And we don't even know each other. We met one time at that Christmas party and that was it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I knew about him because of you. So I saw his post on your post.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell did he do to that Camaro?
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, there's a trailer.
And then another.
And then another. And then another Camaro.
Well, it got to the point where all the cars kind of disappeared for a while. And I didn't know if he sold them or where they were. And then he's like, oh, no. I'm storing those at, wherever he's storing them.
I figured I know you guys got a really cool spread, but I didn't think your house was that damn big.
We only have a 2-car garage.
Bingo.
Right?
Right.
So,
and I know you've got your car.
Yes. And then my kids each have a car. And so Mark wants to put lifts in the garage. I think that's the
Those
next
are
thing.
so cool.
Ugh.
Did you see Joni's husband's lift?
No, I didn't make it to the garage.
Yeah, dude.
I saw the Lambo out in the driveway, though.
That wasn't a Lambo, was it?
What was that?
That was a McLaren.
McLaren. I'm sorry. You're right.
Damn.
That was at the end of the party.
If you want, I can help consult on this car thing you're doing.
I need it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I do.
You'd be like, oh my God, what a great Ferrari. It's an
a
Aston
Volvo.
Martin. Excuse me.
Right?
Right?
Oh.
What's the pony for?
Oh my
Is
gosh.
that a Mustang?
So I have to fall asleep every night listening to cars going around the track. Mark sits there, all that stuff. I get so
Dude.
mad.
Oh, I'm sorry, and I totally cut you off. You're telling me about the performing thing, though. You're telling me this is something he.
Yeah, so I mean,
explains it best.
it's a way for guys and gals to have their adrenaline rush. These are high level executives that are usually coming in and renting.
Yeah.
And man, just great people. But what attracted me to this was I got to go to Daytona last year. And I got to meet everyone that Mark's been hanging out with on the weekends when I refused to go because I'm being a bitch, right? And I'm like, no, I don't want to go. I don't know why you're gone all the time. Anyway, I stopped whining and I went, and man, I fell in love with it. The people, it's a people, right? Like what we started the conversation.
It's a culture.
It is, and it was the same feeling at Network, and it's the same feeling with the group of people that I've been with for the last 13 years.
Yeah, it's your work family.
That's right. And so that I understood why he was there so much. And then now why we've built this. And so now we have this whole other extended family.
And he's still doing the real estate?
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah. In fact, we were just talking this morning about the 2020 plans and blowing it up. And yeah, it's going to be good.
You guys make me feel lazy.
Well, I do walk 5 miles on Sunday. And you only
Get the hell out of my house. Dude,
Thanks, Bobby.
Seriously, yeah.
This was
You know
fun.
what? Pour the rest of that bourbon back into that bottle. Damn it. Nah, dude.
3 roses.
It's awesome. I love it. Well, and plus, I mean, we both come from the 10X school of
Yes.
get your finger out of your rear end and go make it.
10X rule.
10X rule. I tell you what, and you still watch his stuff?
I do. Yeah. He's on my
Really?
Facebook.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't know where he gets the energy.
And all the books. I'm not a big reader just because
I'm an
of time.
audio.
I'm an audio
Yeah.
on the plane, in the car, on my way to a meeting, I'll put him in just to get pumped up.
Yeah.
Doesn't it do that? I mean, it's just...
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it started with him, then it led to Gary
We're talking
Vee.
about Grant Cardone.
Yeah, we are talking about... Well, I figured anybody who
I
heard
know,
10X
but
would
let's
know.
just make sure.
Okay, yeah, shout out to Mr. Cardone. And I guess what's his new thing now? Cardone Capital. That's the thing he's really pushing. But I started off listening to him, and then from there it introduced me to Vaynerchuk.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, Vaynerchuk. I got his first book, Let's Crush It, before I talked to, or Grant Cardone actually got on the phone with Mark once. I said talk to. He wasn't talking to me. He was talking to Mark, and it was
For real.
For real.
Oh, that must have been fun.
It was. I was just sitting there listening, but it was pretty cool. But yeah, Vaynerchuk, man, love him.
Yeah. So I was listening to him, and then those are the two that I've really kind of just stuck with. So
we're very much alike.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense, and plus they swear a lot, and I can relate to that.
So I keep reading that people who swear a lot are the most
intelligent and honest,
trustworthy people.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, because I mean, dude, we're bold enough to cuss in a world that doesn't promote it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like when I was a kid, I was cussing because I knew it was wrong. As I've gotten older, it's just a form of expression.
Yeah.
Although I still have times where I have to peel it, I'll peel it back a little bit.
And then you'll test the waters.
Dude. Oh, so I was meeting at who was I meeting with? I was meeting a new team member, one of my new team members down in McAllen this week. And I kept dropping shit. And I would be like, and I would get it 3/4 out of my mouth to where you knew I was gonna say shit. Right. And I would stop and I would be like, I'm very sorry,
I can't
I don't
myself.
I was like, look, my language is colorful, I don't want to offend you. And after the third time, she was like, Bobby, it's really fine. I cussed too. I was like, okay, you just never really know.
You don't. I really try to do a good job of not doing that. I mean, Amanda will definitely tell you that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But I try not to around new.
Yeah, I at least try to take 10 minutes to feel somebody out.
Yeah, you got to.
You know what I mean? Yep. And then especially if I hear them drop a shit or a damn,
then you're like,
it's
man,
then I'm
game.
In, right? Yeah. I'll monitor the F-bombs for a little bit, but if, hey, I think we're good here. But I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just a way more calming form of expression for me.
Right.
The bad part is I catch my kids doing it. But I knew it was coming. I mean, you don't grow up with a father who swears like a sailor,
Mine do too. So I just got to hope they're trustworthy and honest individuals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How old are yours now?
My son will be 19 next month, and my
he's a
daughter's
grown-up.
17 next month. I'm getting old.
She's a freaking grown-up.
I know. Shit, they tuck me in bed half the time.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I'm going to bed. They're staying up,
Well, if you're buying your liquor at Costco, I'm sure they have to tuck you in.
I'm just wondering why I have to go to Costco so much. They're probably getting into that stash.
Dude, telling you, you're going to leave here, you're going to be like, I'm never talking to that son of a bitch again about buying whiskey.
Right. Well, there was times where I'd take the marker and draw the line because I couldn't, there's all these bottles, right? So I draw the line just to see if the kids were getting into it.
If they're smart, they've already watched all those movies that show that you just pour a little water back into the liquor,
sure.
Especially if it's vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'm very thankful.
Lucky.
They're not drinkers.
I got very lucky with my daughter early on. She avoided all that shit until college, so I was happy about that. But when she was about 16, 17, I caught her swearing on something, and she kind of saw that I caught her, and she was like, oh shit.
And then you weren't sure how to react.
I was like, look, as long as you're not cussing out people that, so as long as you're showing respect to other, your elders, your grown-ups and stuff, don't just walk around whipping that stuff out. That's fine. And if you ever try to cuss me out, I'm going to jack your shit
I'll tell you. You got it. You still have
just
to
reel it in, but I wanted to be
boundary.
The cool dad at least a little bit. Now, but
hey,
13.
They're not your friends. They are not your friends, not until now, they're older, so we're starting to be friends.
Well, so my 12-year-old, though. My 12-year-old, and I have a 9-year-old who will be 10 in March.
Wow.
They get up there on the video games upstairs, and it's like they don't think that we hear. Mm-hmm. And so there'll be times that they'll get pissed off. And I heard my 9-year-old one day, this is bullshit.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, it's heartbreaking, right?
I wanted to laugh my ass off. I was
I want to kill him.
Yeah, I was like, what the, and he was like, you stupid piece of shit. He's still going. And so I got up and I go and I'm like, hey, buddy, Like, we're not there yet. Like, don't be using that. I'm sorry, Dad. You know,
They get so loud. So it's like having these headphones on, right?
it gets amplified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son, we went round and round for years.
Yeah, you would jerk him back into line a
Yeah,
little bit.
or
what?
all I'd do is go yank the internet cable out of the wall, and then we were done for the night. I'd lock my door. Oh, God, he'd get pissed. Oh, yeah.
The one that's been pissing him off lately is I make them give me their phone before bedtime.
Oh, yeah, that's brutal.
I've caught him so many times, dude. Like, I'll sneak upstairs, and I'm a big boy. It's hard for me to sneak, but I'll get upstairs, and they don't know I'm there, and it's 11:30, and they're still on the phone.
I know.
And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Oh, someone shot me a text, and I'm like, and?
Oh, you should be asleep.
Yeah. And?
I think every parent in the world's going through this right now with the technology. I mean, it's a blessing. It's a curse. We're guilty, right? How many times a day do we check these damn things?
Here's the problem. Here's the one thing I haven't figured out yet is how do you have your phone, your iPad, they have computers in their room, they have this whole nine. How do you mess up your homework?
Right.
I mean,
we would have been cheating like crazy, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
yes.
Hundreds all the way.
Dude, if I had $1 for every time I've told my son to Google some shit.
Oh my God.
You know,
Me
it's
too.
like, he's like, Dad, I don't understand this math problem. I'm like, shit, dude, I don't either. Like,
it was fifth grade. Like, I'm a mortgage banker, right? Like, It was fifth grade, and I was like, I can't do your math anymore.
No. Dude, he's bringing me junior high math, and I'm like, I didn't learn this till junior year. And
they've got some
I was asleep.
funky way of doing it now. It's some weird stuff.
It ain't like, I was like, do y'all ever get to count on your fingers? You know.
So what do you say if your kids come up to you, Dad, do you ever use this? Will I ever use this?
No, I'm completely honest with them.
I
was like, you need to learn this shit for now.
Oh, no.
But you're probably not going to end up in a job that's going to carry this forward.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather see my children learn about compound interest, balancing a checkbook.
Balancing a checkbook.
Credit cards. My
Yes.
son's going to be 19, and he's like, how does this work, Mom? Like,
Yeah.
there's free money on here? I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're going into. The MBA does a good job. They've got a program that you or I or anybody can take it and go teach it in middle school, elementary, high schools. And I think more of us need to go out and do that.
It's financial responsibility
It is.
course, right?
Yes.
So a company I worked for that was based out of Denver had that. They were signed up with that group.
But we should all get together and do this and
take
help our
turns.
youth.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
agree.
shocking.
I you know what? I don't disagree. And if you're dead ass serious about it,
Let's do it.
let's get on board because you're absolutely right. Like I think there is no emphasis on anything that's going to be a quote unquote life skill.
Right.
Outside of, unless you go into like welding or some shit in high school.
Well, I mean, I think that's what my son's pretty frustrated right now because he's trying to.
Is he going to university or?
No, he's going to become an electrician. He's got a job as an
Good
electrician.
for him.
Yeah, an apprentice
That shit's
electrician.
awesome.
He's gonna do great. It was like pulling teeth to get him through high school.
Yeah.
And God love him. So I'm really proud of him. But now he's trying to figure out, checking account, savings account. How does all this work? Should I get a credit card? I did a really great thing when they were young. When they each got into their freshman year of high school, I added them to my credit cards. Mm-hmm. And so they each have over 800 credit right now. And just trying to teach them about what that means. My son wanted to go out and get an apartment. I said, you're not getting an apartment. Mm-mm. You're going to ruin your damn credit. You know how hard I've worked to make you have an 800 credit score? Like, you're not going to go out and move in with a friend that I know is going to screw this up. So I'm trying to teach him as much as I can. And I guess there is some responsibility on the parent to do it. But I really feel like there could be more taught in school about this. And so, yeah, let's go do it.
Well, it's because it's not on that test.
Right. No, God, that's a whole... We could talk all day about all that.
Oh yes, mm-hmm. What about this? I mean, were any of your kids ever diagnosed with like, what was it? They needed like the extra attention from a reading perspective or something.
Yeah.
Like that?
So my son was diagnosed ADD,
okay.
And we went down the path of putting him on the medication, mm-hmm. And that was, and to this day he took himself off of it. But, it led him down a little dark path. And I know that, for a lot of people, it helps them. And it definitely helped him do the work. Mm-hmm. Without it, he wasn't doing it. But he says, Mom, it's just speeding me up. And I'm like, yeah, I got to do something, right? So,
right.
Anyway, We had a tough time getting him through high school.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents had a tough time getting me through high school.
Right. There's a lot of boys like that.
My daughter, though, I mean, nailed it, and from the aspect of, like, she had challenges. She had things that she had to overcome because we moved around so much.
Yeah.
And so it would be like she would barely start to get comfortable at one area, and then we would, like, up and, like, go to a whole different city.
That's tough.
It was.
Especially for a girl, because, we make these childhood bonds, and I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, well, so when we got here, we were like, okay, this is it.
Right, we're staying.
Like this, like lock it down, and specifically like the Round Rock area, right? Like I've always just loved it here. Like I love Austin proper. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Austin proper, but let's be honest, man. Our little downtown Round Rocky is
it's
gorgeous,
so great,
especially right now.
Yeah, they revived it.
I know they revived it, and not only that, they're like pumping. Have you noticed the lights get better and better every year? They keep adding more and more.
And it's kind of expanding. It
is.
I mean, it's not just one little street anymore. We've got a whole little downtown
just
area.
This whole nice little row.
Yeah.
Like my wife and I were talking about it. I was like, well, shit, we never even come here. We're always going to the Domain.
Right. Yeah.
So, but when we got here, it was like, okay, this is it. Like, let's lock it down, right? And we got here. She was in middle school, and she had to make up because the curriculum in this area was completely different than where we were.
Wow.
Same grade level.
Yeah.
Completely different curriculum.
Isn't that wild?
And they'll tell you, no, it's not any different. It ain't.
Yeah.
And so she did what she had to do. She ended up excelling, doing great. But, she had to overcome a lot of obstacles. Whereas my boys, man, like, since elementary, they've pretty much rode the same area.
Yeah.
They've been able to develop those long-term relationships.
That's great.
Yeah, it is.
That's great.
But we've had to stay in Round Rock. But fun story, though, when she was coming out of middle, she was going to be zoned for a school called Stony Point.
Oh, I know Stony Point. Okay.
All right. Well, she's band. She's clarinet. Stony Point versus the Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Dragons are going to win, right?
My kids wanted to go to Round Rock. Yeah.
She wanted to be a dragon. Now, here's the thing. We weren't zoned.
Right.
Right? So she comes to me one day and she's like, we need to move. I'm like, what? She's like, we need to move. Like, what do you mean? And she was like, I need to go to this school.
Yeah.
This is where I want to go. And I'm like, okay. Like we weren't doing as, well as we were. We weren't, money wasn't what it was.
Yeah.
Right. And so it was like, well, we'll try. She was like,
oh, there's not. See, I told mine, nope, we're not moving.
No try.
Yeah.
Well, no. But I mean, here's the thing though. Where it got me is I'd moved her around so much. You know what I mean? Like, how am I going to tell her no? So
I get it. I totally get it.
We ended up literally, like, she registered for Round Rock. She told him, like, no, we're moving. Like, we didn't know where. We didn't know the address. She just told him, like, no, this is where I'm going. And so she was signed up. She was practicing with the band.
Oh.
And we finally found a place, moved in. And then she was on for Round Rock, and then she went there for all 4 years.
No way, you did.
Oh yeah, pulled it off. Yeah.
Wow. So I moved the summer before my son was going to start high school, and we were in Round Rock. They thought they were going to be Dragons. 2 houses down.
McNeil.
No, what? 2 houses down is Round Rock.
Yeah.
And you get to my house, we're Leander. They went to Vista Ridge.
For real. Because she had a friend who lives literally like a street over from you who was Round Rock.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we thought when we bought that it was Round Rock. So, oh God, talk about some pissed off children. Oh. Yeah, so they were like, well, we'll just use Nana's address. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. But yeah.
No, suck it up, pumpkin.
It all worked out.
Dude, Vista Ridge is still a good school though, man.
Great school. I mean, really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's a junior there right now. She's got straight A's.
I never even had a chance to get to know Stony Point because it was just, she was laser focused on that Dragons, and it was like, okay, fine.
Wow.
But I mean, dude, she nailed it. Junior, senior year, she was drum major, so it was like, how am I going to...
And now you're unpacking her car, home for the holidays.
No, home for good.
Oh, home for... Yay!
Yeah, she is moving back. She finished off her last final, so she's going to be transferring here.
Good.
So yeah, no, she's done with Huntsville.
Wow.
But we have a lease we're dealing with.
Oh, well, if you'd rather purchase than lease, I know a great loan officer who can help you.
No, what I mean is we signed a lease in Huntsville.
Oh, no.
It's fine. It's $500, and I mean, she had saved up enough to where it's pretty much.
Surely
covered.
there's got to be another kid that wants to sublease that,
And if
right?
there is, that's great. But if not, she had saved up enough money, and so
Right.
she's covered, for the remainder of that lease.
I'm
So
doing 2 of these kitty condo loans right now.
aren't those fun,
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah. Really fun.
What?
So,
how did you get into that shit?
I get I get the full spectrum. And this guy just called out of the blue, and he's like, yeah, I was thinking about it. And he says he's been thinking about it for 2 years. His daughter's got 2 years left. His son's coming in. And anyway, we're putting his daughter on the loan. Did you know
Really?
Yeah. His son can't get on there yet. He doesn't have a job. But we're going to end up
Wow.
building her credit.
Okay.
It's great. I think it's really, really great for these kids. And he especially says, I want my children to feel some responsibility in this.
Yeah.
To start them out young. So I think it's a great loan.
Not only that, though, they're building equity at
They
like
are.
a massive young age.
That's right. And that's what he said. He said, this is going to be theirs.
How old were you when you bought your first house?
I was 19.
Shit.
19 years old.
Really?
Yeah. I bought
You
my
made me feel like a
first
slacker.
I bought my first house before I was ever even married.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't have nobody else on that title?
No. We were engaged, but we weren't married. But we did. I mean, I was young.
Wow.
Young. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. I don't even know how many I've owned now. And
This is, I do. This is 4.
yeah, I think I'm probably 14 or something like that.
Nah, dude.
It's
no.
been a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing that whole thing, like quick turns there for a
Yeah.
while. But when it hit in 08, that's when my legs got taken out.
Mine did too. It was bad.
So, yeah.
But since 08, I've owned 4 different ones, and I've got 2 commercial properties. And
This is the first one we've owned since 08.
okay.
Like, no shit. Like,
Yeah.
it took us that long. We were that gun shy.
Ugh.
We were so, like... Well, not only that, though. This was the first time we had moved to a new place, and we said... And we didn't buy first.
Yeah.
So we were like, we need to get to know the area. Well, I didn't know it was going to take us 9 years to get to know the area.
Oh my God,
Or
9
8.
years
No, it
worth
was
of
8.
rent. Oh,
8 years worth of rent. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I've always been a risk taker, and so it killed me after the crash. I did go rent. I rented for 3 years, but I always knew I wanted to own again. And there's a lot of pride that comes with owning your own home.
There is.
And so, yeah, it was never a matter of I don't.
Have you ever, though, are you the type that you would play it safe? It's like you look at your DTI ratio.
No,
it's like,
I've never played it safe.
Or have you bought?
Ever in
Have
my
you
whole
bought based on what you wanted and what you
I
feel
own
like
a
you
race
were,
team.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
what? Touche.
Okay.
I'm the same way, though. I'm the same way. Well, and I don't know, though. I think maybe that kind of mentality comes from because we've been in sales for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're constantly chasing the dragon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mark says that and I never did have this philosophy, but he's like, it's only money. We'll just go make more. I mean, if it runs out, okay.
There was a time.
Right? I mean, but if you do the work,
Yeah.
the money comes.
Yes. And
Right?
if you're not a dick,
Yes.
the money comes.
I've never been.
A bitch.
I try not to be.
You got to have a little bitch in you somewhere.
Sometimes. But I really, what I
No,
need
but when it comes to like the people you work with, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like get a riles out of you. Come on. Not even, dude, she didn't even get stone-eyed. She just like totally rode with that. Like, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Good for you.
I just try
Winner.
try to be the nice person.
You are, though. And that's the part. Like I said, when we used to compete against each other, it was like, shit.
Yeah.
I've told you many times, like when Amanda came in and told me, it's like, where are you going to go? I'm going to work with Kristin. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you. It's
Thank
like,
you. No, I'm happy for me. I mean, she's a winner.
Yeah. No, she is. She's great. But let's go back to that race team because I don't feel like you finished telling me about it because I'm a jackass and I keep interrupting you. So
no, it's
tell me more. Like,
just Google
masseuse.
W2W Racing Austin.
Yeah, but like, I mean, what are the cars? Do you know?
Yeah, so we've got 4 Porsche. See, I barely know. The club sports, the race cars.
He bought
GT4.
He bought 4 Porsches.
And then we also have a Corvette. It's a 2006.
Is that the ZR1?
That's the
one with the big fin?
C6.
Is it a Z6?
Yeah, but the one that's in our garage is the 2019 ZR1. That's not our race car. That's just a one to drive around.
So the C6 or the Z6, the Corvette that you have for the racing is a modded or what? Or is
It's
it
just
just
a
a
full
regular
race car.
Really?
Totally modded out.
Shit.
It is a badass car. Yeah.
So what? People show up, they pay the fee, or
Yeah.
they paid the fee in advance, and they show up and they get like a massage and some mimosas, and then go drive really
No mimosas.
hella fast.
So everybody
mimosas
likes
after the
White
race?
Claws. Yeah, they like
you
White
do the
Claw.
White Claw?
Yeah, they like those.
Come
I'm like,
on
I
now.
know, is that crazy?
Dude.
We have so much fun. So our a lot of the the mechanics that come in, they come in from Alabama.
Okay.
And we call those our Alabama boys.
There you go.
Oh, they're so much fun. Yeah.
It's really fun watching people of that caliber work on cars, though.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It is mesmerizing.
Yeah.
And man, you just step back and
Yeah.
watch.
And let them go.
They can make some shit happen. I mean, stuff breaks that you would think, oh, we're out. No.
No.
I mean, they're fixing it on pit lane
Yeah.
with zip ties.
Yeah.
I've seen a whole,
It'll hold.
I've seen a whole bumper get put back on with zip
Yeah.
ties.
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll
Get back out
it'll
there.
hold. That backdraft's gonna keep it in there, and that's gonna keep it in place right there.
Yeah, they know how to do it.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, we're out at COTA quite a bit, and anybody's welcome to come out and see the rig and see what we got going on.
My dad was a race enthusiast, like a lot. But he was NASCAR,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
he was like, and he at one point in the story was, and he had a scrapbook that I used to look at, but it got lost. But he drove, but dirt track.
Oh, I love the dirt track.
Yeah,
In Florida, my dad would take us, and the dirt would spit us up on us. As they
Spit
were
up
going.
on you,
Yeah,
but you
it was
would
great.
watch him. I mean, the whole turn is sideways.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I
drifting.
mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
before you knew what it
Right.
was. You know what I mean? Before Fast and Furious gave it a fucking title, right? But he would talk to me about it, and I'm like, Dad, all they do is turn left. Like, I mean, I was so stupid that I didn't get into it.
That was me until like 3 months ago.
Well, see, and that was my thing, because every Sunday was dedicated to NASCAR,
Right.
and I couldn't watch freaking cartoons, and I would get pissed, right? But
Yeah.
he was like, son, you can learn a lot of lessons about life on the racetrack.
Oh my
And
god.
seriously, and
Yeah.
he was like, I remember one time, and his whole big speech to me one time was he was so proud because he used to race against Earnhardt.
Oh wow.
Like
wow.
way back. Like
Yeah.
Earnhardt was just supposedly getting in, and my dad was like kind of almost getting out. And
Wow.
he claimed that he put Earnhardt in the wall one night.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like,
Really?
so?
Right?
He was like, but he was a huge Earnhardt fan after that. But the point I wanted to get to is one time we were driving back from North Carolina, and we were going this weird back route. And what I found out later is because he wanted to go to he had a friend who was going to one of the racing garages, like the racing teams for NASCAR, because they're in the Carolinas and Georgias and all those other places. So we were going to one of those, and we went, and I don't remember which one it was, but I just remember walking in, and he was like, son, there's about $2 million worth of vehicle right there.
Isn't that an unbelievable feeling?
And it was like 3 cars or something like that.
Oh man.
And then we're watching them work on these cars, and it's just like, forget it. Like
You can really get into it.
A whole other level.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, I didn't know
And now
anything
you're
about
living
it.
it.
Now I'm living it. I'm loving it. I know.
Dude.
I know. It's awesome.
I'm so happy for you.
It's good.
That is crazy. I'm jealous, but happy.
man.
What is it? Peanut butter and jelly?
No, we're having fun, and that's what it's all about. I think the older I get, I'm like, all right, so just try to have fun and be happy and do the right thing, and the right thing will come back to you.
Yeah. So did you have fun? Have you had fun doing this?
Yeah, man, this was great. Thank you so much. I'm
How long do you think you've been on the air?
27 minutes.
How about an hour and 5 minutes?
Oh my gosh.
You
Yeah,
did it.
you made it really easy.
You've done an hour 5.
Wow.
Yeah, and the clock's still going. See, we haven't even wrapped yet.
All right, well, let's wrap.
Oh, now she wants to wrap. Now she feels the pressure.
I'm like, this is supposed to be an hour. Who listens beyond it? Who listens anyway? Who's
Dude,
gonna
are you
listen to
kidding? You never listen to Rogan?
Yeah, Rogan. Okay.
Rogan is my if I had a podcast sensei, it's Joe Rogan.
Nice.
Like, and that dude will rap 3.5 hours.
Well, we could do
But his
that.
guests turn their phones off.
So just this is how I know we went an hour. So I did silence mine. I put it on for 1 hour.
Oh, there
I
you
did
go.
that 1 hour turn off thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody just arrived.
Yeah, no, 3.5 hours. He'll do his.
Will
I'm
you
not there
will
yet.
you listen for 3.5?
Yes. Well, keep in mind, I
Hey,
drive.
if you kept the bourbon coming, I would do 3.5.
You know what? If I hadn't almost run out of it,
Yeah.
I would have kept that flowing.
Well, let's
but
do it
this
again.
this would have gotten really crazy.
I know.
I'm thinking. You know what? Next time we'll do scotch.
Okay. Well, I've not tried scotch before.
Oh, in that case, I'll just buy another bottle of bourbon.
Why?
Huh?
I would try it. I just haven't tried that.
I don't know
I didn't
enough.
drink bourbon until I met Amanda.
You know, here's the thing. Like, I'm still learning scotch. I'm still learning bourbon. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know shit. But
I conquered vodka.
oh yeah, I've got a PhD in fucking vodka. Like, I've got my doctors in tequila. Yeah, like
And
it's.
now I'm making old fashions and I'm critiquing
haven't yet.
Oh, all right. So we should have a class.
Okay.
Yeah. And we maybe should do that
So here's
before we
what
go
we'll
teach
do.
our financial piece.
So here's what we'll do. We'll get back together in the next couple months. We'll do a 2020 kickoff episode.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
And we will bring this stuff and we will make old fashions on the podcast.
Should we do it
And you will
on
bring
a video or
and you will bring Amanda.
for our taster?
She can be our taster and she
can
can
be
be on the
this-
podcast.
yeah.
And I will figure out a way to rig up some video because you can see I've started I'm playing
Yeah.
around with some bracketing.
All right. That'd be good.
I got a little bit to do. What do you think?
I like it.
We'll make it happen.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
Hey,
Bob.
so real quick though, before I let you go, how do people get a hold if they want a mortgage loan?
yeah.
Do not give out your cell phone number.
So you can reach me at my email,
Very good.
Kristin, Kristin, dot Clardy, Clardy, at NF as in Frank, LP.com. Kristin.Clardy at NFLP.com.
All right. Do you have a website or anything?
I do, but I can't tell you what it is right
Never mind.
Okay.
It's fine. What about if somebody listening wants to do the race experience?
Yeah, so just go to W2WAustin.com and W2W Racing Austin.com.
How much does it cost to do it?
So I guess it just depends on one day is about $3,500.
Okay.
$7,500 to $8,500 for the weekend.
Okay.
And then you can get teams involved, and there's price breaks if you sign up for the entire season, things like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Just look up W2W Austin. If you Google it, you'll find the website. I probably screwed that up too.
Either way.
And if you Google Kristin Clardy at Network Funding, you'll find my website.
There it is.
Right.
All right. Hey, everybody.
Bobby.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give us a like, give us a share. Whatever you do, please stay social, everybody. See you next time. Bye.